Hello.
I think I'll have to. Just a minute.
Okay, so hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel. Welcome back to our video today. And today I'm doing a post-match reaction to Chelsea's 1-0 victory. I know a lot of fans might not be so happy and might critique the performance. But what I've said is that this team needs to win that 1-0. This team needs to win that 2-0. This team, we need a win. Remember, this team is going through a very difficult time, especially when it comes to overall form in the team. And this team needed everything to win this game. And in my opinion, I can say this performance was good. The only thing I can say is that we never took our chances as expected. But yes, I can just briefly talk about the game. So the first half, the game was the players played well. The chances were being created, the movement of the ball. Initially, in the first 15 minutes, it was slow. We started to see something similar to that, similar to the game against Copenhagen, the dreadful first half that we saw. But in the second half, the movement of the ball was good. You could see towards the latter stages, a lot of players were attacking the box. We had more shots on target. And I always say this, if you want to be in a position where you're able to create chances, if you want to be in a position where you're able to get penalties, you're able to have shots on target, enter the box, commit a lot of players in the box, and attempt a lot of shots on target. So Chelsea had a penalty in the first half that could have seen Chelsea go 1-0 up, and probably the game would have been different after that. And Cole Palmer missed that penalty. But again, Cole Palmer is out of form. The pressure was there. The demand for a goal was there. And Cole Palmer is in this position where he needs any type of goal. He doesn't have to score the perfect goal. He just even has to score just a rugged goal. He just needs any type of goal to break this goal drought. But overall, I think the team played quite well. 1-0 victory, 3 points, and Chelsea are back in the top 4. But there's this player that I want to talk about, and this player is Marc Cucurella. Wow. He has huge shout-outs to be Chelsea's player of the season. And I'm saying this. He has huge shout-outs to be Chelsea's player of the season this season. What a left back. He's up front. He's at the back. He's covering ground. I don't see. He has even added that Marcos Alonso finishing. When it is players who are attacking the box, he's there. When it is players who are defending, he's there. What more can you ask from a fullback? What more can you ask from a fullback? All of a sudden, we have replaced our Ashley Cole. We have really struggled at left back with after the departure of Ashley Cole. Never had a complete left back. If he's very good at going up front, he's very bad defensively. If he's very good defensively, he's very bad going up front. But with Marc Cucurella, very good defensively, very good going forward. If there is one player who we are seeing a transformation is Marc Cucurella. His transformation in the Euros, he carried that form this season. Despite the performances that Chelsea have had this season, there's only 2 or 3 players who have been very, very consistent. One of those players is Marc Cucurella. The other player is Moises Caicedo, and to some extent, Cole Palmer, though he is really struggling, as you can see. So one thing that I really have to say about this game is that Chelsea needed a win. I didn't care how they got that win. Chelsea needed a win. Chelsea needed a clean sheet. Looking at the lineup, Enzo Maresca made bold selections. The first bold selection is starting Robert Sanchez in goal. Nobody expected Sanchez to start in goal. Voila, Sanchez started in goal. And Sanchez played well. And we saw one attribute that Sanchez has over Jorgensen, and that is the ability to come out and claim crosses. And the majority of the times you saw, whenever Leicester were attempting those crosses in the box, Sanchez was coming out and claiming those crosses. And we really needed that. Another thing, we are seeing the partnership of Tosin and Rabiot and Colwill being very strong. Tosin is winning those aerial duels. And the best thing that I've seen in this game is the return of Wesley Fofana. And you can see when Wesley Fofana is in the team, there is a different level in the team. The team is different from what we are normally used to see. There is less clownery in the defense. Remember, even when Chalobah came on, the pressure was still there. We started to see more balls coming in. But when Wesley Fofana was there, he was winning tackles. He was intercepting the ball very well, very efficient. His recovery runs were superb. The way he carried the ball and dribbled with the ball forward, perfect. That is what you ask from a centre-back. Now, will Reece James get his position? Because when you look at it, Fofana plays so well in that wide centre-back role. He's been one player we have missed in that position. We've suffered with Disasi in that position, dropped 2 points against, we dropped 3 points against Ipswich from that position. We dropped points against Brighton from that position. Remember how Gusto was getting spanned? We also dropped points when against Aston Villa from that position. So you can see how a player comes into the team and you can see the team is improving. We kept a clean sheet. Did we keep a clean sheet in the last game? No. The last Premier League game, we won 2-0. We kept a clean sheet. Back-to-back clean sheets. Back-to-back wins. The only thing we need is we need to get Cole Palmer back to his scoring ways. Because if we have an informed Cole Palmer going to the Emirates, then we have Wesley Fofana back. Then we have this solid partnership between Tosin and Colwill. And I don't want Maresca to try and change things up. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Colwill and Tosin are playing well. We can see Tosin is coming up as a leader. You can see despite him being slow, he's reading the game well. He's winning those aerial duels. And if you have other quick centre-backs alongside him, then he's able to, and he's very comfortable with the ball. So if it ain't broke, do not fix it. We need that tall, aerially dominant centre-back. He's winning crosses. He's winning aerial duels. Colwill again today, winning aerial duels. His passing was okay. During the first half, he was pushing in front and looking to squeeze a lot of the play deeper. Then there's the midfield. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anybody who doubted the purchase of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, those are the two purchases that the club made that I don't care whatever the media says about these two players. Look at Enzo. Enzo is a leader in that team. Enzo is a leader. He is playing like a captain. He's running around. He's winning tackles. Like Enzo is the one linking the defense from the attack. Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Enzo Fernandez played well. I know a lot of people are asking myself, did Chelsea win 6-0? Did Chelsea win 5-0? But I'm talking about the things I want to see in a team. The things I want to see Chelsea doing. I want to see intensity. I want to see that intent. And you could even see from Enzo Fernandez when the final whistle was blown, how he was so happy, how he was so excited. You could see the passion and everything about this game was there. And I really liked that. I really, really liked that. Just a minute. So, yes, I'm back. Sorry, I had some connection that I was fixing. Another thing that we saw is Caicedo. Tackles, interceptions. He was just busy winning tackles and interceptions. You just look at that midfield and you can see 200 million pounds in that midfield. You have a ball-winning midfielder who's very comfortable with the ball deeper. Caicedo has taken up that N'Golo Kante position. Like, we do have a central defensive midfielder at Chelsea. Finally. We do have a proper CDM. I know Kante was a box-to-box CDM, but Caicedo is a sitter. He sits in front of that back three. His main aim is to move across, winning tackles, winning the ball, looking to get the ball, looking to pass the ball forward, looking to progress the ball forward. Isn't that beautiful? Now let's move on to the attack. Sancho down the right. Sancho down. There's a difference when you have Sancho on the left and Sancho on the right. One thing that we always say about Jadon Sancho is that he shies away from scoring and attempting shots on target, and he likes to create more. And when he was down the right, we saw it. Whipping in crosses. The way he would interchange his position with Neto, nobody would know. If it is Caicedo, he's bringing the crosses from the outfoot. If it is Neto, he's bringing the crosses inwards. All those crosses, one is attempting to attack the 6-yard space, the other cross is a cutback, while Neto is bringing in those crosses towards the far post. And Nkunku time and time again continued to make those runs together with Cucurella. It's just that the centre-backs were tall enough and won those duels. But in another day, Nkunku has a goal from a header from the far post. Beautiful. The only thing that I'm not so happy is Cole Palmer again. Missed a penalty, but we cannot blame Cole Palmer. Throughout this season, he has been the one player who's helped Chelsea. So with Cole Palmer, I know he's a good player. He's just going through a bad patch of form. But again, he has been helping Chelsea. So it is now high time that other teammates also help him. Or don't you see that? Cole Palmer has been helping the team. Now it's upon the other teammates to also help Cole Palmer. So it was good. The clean sheet, even better. We didn't concede a goal. We scored one goal and I was like, we need a second goal. We need that second goal. We need that second goal. But they controlled the game. They got a clean sheet. That will be something that they can carry on towards the other games. That is something they can carry on even towards next season. Remember, we scored one goal against Manchester City and lost the game. We scored one goal against Fulham, lost the game. We scored one goal against Aston Villa, lost the game. So anybody who's telling me that I'm getting excited over 1-0, no. If we get a 1-0 victory over Manchester City, those are 3 points. We have 52 points. We get that 1-0 win over Aston Villa, those are 3 points. We now have 55 points. We get 1-0 victory over Fulham. Those are 3 points. We have 58 points. And we are second in the league. So nobody can fault me for celebrating that 1-0 victory. Nobody can fault me for doing that. Today, I've witnessed Chelsea's defense fighting hard. Never gave up. They managed to defend the only goal scored. Hopefully, they are going to keep that spirit into the next game against Arsenal. Yes, defend. Have those bodies in the line. Stack your, do it. That is what we are talking about. And I have forgotten to say this. Pedro Neto. I've always said that we need to use him in that false 9 role. You could see it is the 80th minute. You can see Pedro Neto pressing that ball. Running after that ball. Pressing the centre-back, pressing the goalkeeper, pressing the other centre-back by himself. And it is the 90th minute. When we have Nkunku up front, he probably just walks around. But Neto is applying that pressure. And fans were clapping for him because that is what you want to see. You only play one game in the week. You play once in a week. That is the best you can give when you get that opportunity. Chase that ball. Press. Win that ball. Apply pressure. So we are going to do that analysis. Chelsea, 1-0 victory over Leicester City. We're going to do that analysis. We're going to tactically analyze that game. I have to go because I want to watch that Arsenal game. That's a hate watch. Whichever team loses, I'm happy. So I just want to enjoy football. Chelsea have won a game. It's a good weekend. 1-0, clean sheet, 3 points, top 4. Cucurella shining, Pedro Neto shining, everybody's shining. See you in the next video.